First at noon, Dorian's path of destruction. Parts of the Bahamas are completely underwater this noon. Here's the latest. 2 more deaths have been confirmed in the Bahamas. That brings the total to 7 storm-related deaths, but that number is expected to rise.
The storm is now a Category 2 hurricane, currently making its way up the northeast coast of Florida, but hurricane warnings stretch up to North Carolina and Virginia. Let's get the very latest on this storm's track.
CBS News' Elise Finch is in the Weather Center with that. Elise.
So let's take a look at this system. It is a Category 2, which is not as strong as it has been, but it is still a powerful storm. You can see it here churning just off the Florida coast. The latest statistics do show that it is a Category 2 with those sustained winds 105 miles per hour. The movement right now is north-northwest at 9 miles per hour. Now, at times, this storm has been stationary, so at 9 miles an hour, that's actually a significant increase in speed here. But the center of circulation is 95 miles east-northeast of Daytona Beach, Florida. Now, the latest track from the National Hurricane Center shows that this system will retain a Category 2 status even as it is expected to make landfall sometime Thursday. Right now, it's not clear if that's going to be in North or South Carolina, but a landfall is expected at some point on Thursday. That system will still be a Category 2 as it continues out to sea, and a Category 1 as it approaches offshore off the tri-state area. Now, for us, the spaghetti models are all in agreement that this system does get nudged away from us. The question remains, do we see stormy weather as a result? Of course, I'll have the answer to that coming up in your full forecast. Mary, Chris?
And Elise, we have new video that shows miles of destruction and devastation in the Bahamas.
With 7 people confirmed dead, the U.S. Coast Guard is launching rescue missions. CBS News' David Begnaud is in the Bahamas.
The extent of Dorian's destruction across the northern Bahamas is immense. From the air, flying over Abaco Island, the damage stretches for miles. Entire neighborhoods flattened, homes shredded, shipping containers and boats hurled inland. Some airports look like lakes now. This is the terminal of one of them, shrouded in debris. The Red Cross estimates nearly 99% of people living in Grand Bahama and Abaco Islands are in need of some kind of assistance. Food, water, something.
We are in the midst of one of the greatest national crises in our country's history.
The U.S. Coast Guard has rescued dozens of people, deploying helicopters to several regions in the area. Many more victims are stranded in some of the hardest hit areas.
At this point, we're still in the early stages of the response. We are concentrating very much on parts, fuel, people, communications gear.
The fact that the storm was so slow to get out of here, and now that the infrastructure is crippled, it has delayed search and rescue efforts, leaving many people to fend for themselves. People have been using boats and jet skis, even inflatable toys, to ferry other people to safety. Relief aid from around the world is starting to arrive, and it's being staged in Nassau, which was not affected by the hurricane. David Begnaud, CBS News, Nassau.
Dorian is pushing north, diminished but still dangerous.
Parts of Florida are feeling the effects of the now Category 2 storm. Mandatory evacuations in place for 8 counties in North Florida. Emergency officials are concerned about storm surge, especially in the beachfront communities. And while Florida didn't get the brunt of the storm, the Carolinas are still bracing. Dorian could still potentially make landfall there later this week.
Just waiting really to see how the surges are going to work out.
If it comes, it comes. You know, God always provides, y'all.
President Trump has already signed emergency declarations for Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina.